the Metsu Shoryugeki. My favorite switch skill in this entire game. It can be done with ZL plus A. It uses up 2 wire bugs, so make sure you have a wire bug whisperer if you can. And this move essentially doubles as both a counter and a really powerful stunning move. It's actually super insane how much damage this can do. You stack that with Slugger plus 3, and you're going to be knocking the shit out of pretty much every monster you clock in the head. It's really good. So let's briefly go over it. So there are 2 ways you can follow up the Shoryugeki. After coming down, you can press A for the falling bash, or you can press X for the plunging thrust. And both are actually on par with each other. For damage, I would say use falling bash if you usually want KO damage, want to knock out a monster. And then I would say use the plunging thrust if you want a lot of cutting damage. Depending on the crits you get, one may seem more powerful than the other, but they're pretty much on par most of the time. So both are good options. So when you do actually proc the counter, it's an additional 3 hits, which is just more damage. And if you're hitting a monster in the head, more KO potential. By the way, you can also block projectiles with this. It may seem useless at first, but we'll get into why this could be great later. So, combo potential for Shoryugeki is pretty huge, because you can cancel just about almost any of your moves into the Shoryugeki. And I think this is great considering how much counterplay is needed when you're using this switch skill. You can even counter it from like the draw slash too. And many other moves as well. It's super versatile. Big tip here is that you can actually use offensive guard for the Metsu Shoryugeki, and it'll proc whenever you get a frame perfect guard point, which is actually super useful. I recommend having offensive guard on your sword and shield if you're using this. So after I counter this, you'll see at the top next to my player name, you'll see the attack icon symbol up, and my attack is now 215. It may be hard to tell if you already have an attack boost, but it does work, at least most of the time. So when it comes to blocking projectiles, if you actually have offensive guard on, you can be stylish, block projectiles, get that attack boost, and keep on attacking. I mean, it's that simple. It's pretty good. Roars can be blocked, by the way, but they're actually really hard to time. It seems like the first frame of a roar can only be blocked. Now there are certain times where it was wonky and my character actually like was in pain from the roar, but still did the Shoryugeki a second later. But yeah, it seems like most of the time it's the first frame of the roar that works. And that's about it for now. Now I know this was kind of short, but I mean, there's no sense in making like a 20-minute video about, you know, one switch skill, the Metsu Shoryugeki. There is a lot there you can do with this. You can use it in a lot of combos. If a monster is downed, you can literally combo into it to try to knock them out if they're not already knocked out. So, yeah. Eventually, I'll have a really big Sword and Shield beginner's guide for beginners. But for now, I want to cover switch skills independently, and then get into the meaty beginner's guide for Sword and Shield. So, yeah. Subscribe if it helped. Like, comment. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.